I haven't leave a link, have I? Where am I meant to look? Ah, you're doing it publicly. Oh, don't tell Rolls Royce. Okay, just reload page. I see a black screen and no sound. I can hear myself.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations.
Oh, right.
They're
So you're
antithetical
Lighthouse
to
now.
the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Ooh, small problem. I'm only seeing the top left of the screen. I'm only seeing the top left, 2/3 of the screen.
He was dead. I was convinced they'd put
Greg, you coming to the meetup? Where are you staying? In the hotel. Does it have a lobby? Okay. All right. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. I had no idea you were streaming. Yeah, that's fine. We're talking about Habbo Hotel. All right. Okay.
Let me, yeah, save you, save you from doxing and everything else you might do to
Nah,
yourself.
that's fine.
Cool.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, dude.
Speak to you in a bit. Let me know when you're off.
Yeah, will do.
in jail, and I would never see Alice again.
Okay, is that better? That looks like it should.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm hearing Ross say his whole story again now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Can you do something about that by chance?
Thing is, it's the desktop audio is you and the
Suddenly,
game,
his body
so
was gone.
not easily.
Fair enough. I'll just stay silent.
Shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
Still, the screen's still cropped for me.
Shouldn't be now. Give it a second.
Well, maybe in 5 minutes. Okay, it's fixed.
I thought so. Okay. Uh-huh. This is the ever so complicated teaching me how to walk bit.
I had to go to the lighthouse.
With
I
your
knew there was
feet and
something
hands,
important
you
waiting
probably
for
need
me
that
there.
tutorial.
Yes, thinking the whole WASD and shift and mouse is new shit to me. But there's a thing flashing over here on the bridge where it was trying to
Bridge
tell
had
me not to
collapsed.
go.
Have to
Okay.
find another way to the.
Oh, coffee. Awesome. Of course I'm going to find coffee. Automatically drawn to it like nectar. A bee to nectar. It's me to coffee. Ooh. Scary man that I just run over. He's up on my feet.
You
And
don't
now he's in
even
front of me.
recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? Ugh. You think you can just make up stuff? Ugh. Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? Ugh. Ugh. You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer!
Well, I don't have any way of fighting him, so I better run the fuck away.
Sentence in your book for your editor. Never publish another one of your shitty stories, cause I'm gonna kill.
Yeah, suck it, Ghost.
Stories are any good. Like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for.
Really?
Just look at me.
If I'm so lousy, why are you so invested, bitch? How about you get fucked? Ooh, there's a thing, a QR code there. Am I supposed to scan that into my phone and do something or something?
You missed your deadline. Damn. You can't stop me.
Well, I can't stop him because he's a ghost.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story.
Character from the story you've been working on? You mean you're in your own book?
How does it feel to die
I
by
don't
the
know why, but
hands
every
of
so often
your
I think
own
the game's sound is being muted. Just for a second.
This way, this way! Hurry!
Scary fictional thing's gonna get you. Well, that could happen.
Wait, it's me! Hey, Stewart, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose! Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
That's gonna sting.
No way out.
Seems to want to die. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, this is kind of...
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
into the light. Go into the light, Carol Ann.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Okay.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the Dark Presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
Taking the first picture.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun. Pick up the revolver.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
Point the light at him and shoot
In a
him.
nightmare,
Okay.
a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna kill you. This isn't weak!
You can use right click to make the torch work quicker.
Did just like
Huh. That gun's OP as shit.
I can keep this up forever!
Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here. Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy. Moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Beerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Beerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station.
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. Trust me. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you do.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. A friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great. Great.
Hey,
Make
Drake.
sure you can
Yeah, man.
relax.
Yeah, something up with your sound. It
So,
seems to have a low pass on it, and now it's just
creative
completely
juices
gone.
flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure
It
you're
shouldn't.
doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem,
I
okay?
have a problem. Let's see if we can do something about
Just
that.
looking out for you,
Yeah,
buddy.
it just seems
Talk
like
to you
anything
later.
quieter than a certain value just isn't coming through at all.
Yeah. I'll try that.
You, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you, too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Yeah, that didn't do it.
Come on, Slowpoke.
Oh, turning
You get the
everything up,
full
that might
service
work.
here. Made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you.
Yeah.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
Nothing.
I'll
Is
go
that
fill her
coming
up
through?
while you get the key. I'll pick you up here and
Give me
say
a minute
15
to catch
minutes.
up.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to
Nice,
hear
you're
that.
cutting out.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl.
I'm gonna max the volume out on it. I don't know what else I can do at that point.
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you. Right. So much for a quiet vacation. I wasn't ready to leave.
Try the coffee.
I needed to find Carl
Just don't
Stuckey
may have
blame
just
to
me
get
answered
the key to the
someone
cabin.
else.
because it'll
You-
break
you.
your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? Trust me. Call yourself a rocker.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
She's not creepy at all.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be...
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah. Splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place?
This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Bad man here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
No, I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset. Here we go. Let's take a look inside. Come on.
It's dark in there. We need light. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Hello? Anyone here? The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier. For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned. Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
Let's look downstairs to the Jenny. Oof.
Power cable goes to that shed over there.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing! Have fun!
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. In the sight for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Alice? Honey?
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive.
The old door had played a trick on me. Alice wouldn't have come out in the dark.
Into an interview later on. Let's,
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Titties?
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past.
Damn it, Alice! Everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice?
Alice? Alice!
It had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
What the hell?
Interesting.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
And why am I now in a crashed car?
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
How the fuck did I get a car here? Road up there. Okay. Power lines.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Getting short, strong.
Damn.
Oh, so much for that got. Clearly we didn't.
Hello? Hello? Someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night. Departure by Alan Wake.
Huh.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. And square.
Yeah, I've got bucket loads of coffee. What do I do with the coffee? Assuming I drink it somehow, but I don't know how.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Ah, I haven't in here.
How you doing, mate?
Just came in to say goodnight.
Good night, man. You had a good one?
How was your dinner?
I have had oh god, I've had about 12 ounces of wagyu ribeye and fillet steak.
Oof, that sounds delicious.
It was pretty fucking spectacular, actually, man. And
We should go there at some point. That sounds great.
really interesting starter as well. Savory donuts with a bacon jam.
That sounds delicious.
It was fucking awesome. It was almost better than the steak.
Wow. That's quite a statement.
Yeah, well, it wasn't as good as the steak, but it was unusual, which is, yeah, makes it quite interesting.
The Taken stood
Anyway,
before
I
me.
already
It was
said goodnight to
impossible
Jeff.
focus on it, as if it stood in a blind
Oh,
spot
actually, but
caused by a brain
what's he
tumor
doing
in
in
the eye
there? He
disease.
said he was going to
It
bed,
was
but,
bleeding shadows like ink on a
Yeah, no, I'm
like a cloud of blood from a
yeah.
shark bite.
Oh, I've
was
had a very
terrified.
nice birthday. It's been very
squeezed the
nice. I'm just
flashlight like my
just
life
playing a little
depended
Alan
on
Wake now.
willing it to
Again,
start
happy
calling
birthday,
me
dude.
closer.
Thank you, man.
Suddenly
It's been,
something
I
gave.
promise
and
I
the
won't
light
fill
seemed to
your
shine
fill
brighter.
your room with Lady Dong.
Oh, yeah.
We love you long time. No, I'm sorry. Can we love you long time?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, there's no point, Trigg. They don't speak English. Just lay back and accept it.
Oh. Damn. I'm gonna have to find someone quick before I get set up with something.
Yeah. Yay. That's a fucking threat, Trigg.
Okay. Damn.
You're gonna be fucking sharpish about this.
Yeah, I fucking need to be at this rate. Look, I don't want to be bait for traps. Oh, damn. Oh.
Lose? The deposit. It's the latest thing! Kill 2 birds in...
Right. Still with it. It's gone great. Right, we'll carry on. You still with us?
Reuben! Help! See that sight?
Keep those
cholesterol levels!
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
During your trying, it's the latest thing in
Yes.
Chesterway.
Right, Paul Sheriff Station. How may I?
Hello? You can see the sight.
This is bad.
Seriously? Try harder than that, go see. Ow, Matrix.
There were more of them. My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. I was dreaming. Felt real enough to make me sick.
Ah. Okay. Come on. Work together on. I was attacking you with
The
axe.
dark
Don't
forest
start
was the
getting
last
worse.
place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Oh, that was a mistake. Me?
It's rabbit season!
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink on a like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
As you still with me, bud?
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with.
This script page.
I'm still with you, by the way. I'm
Really?
just lagging so far behind that I won't answer the door.
Okay, I'm going to carry on narrating, but yeah, thanks for letting me know that.
What the hell
wasn't
was
sure if I
that?
was talking to myself for a second.
No, you're not. And it's good when you're talking because that defeats the minutes to silence.
Yes! Yes,
'Cause,
no.
like, when you're walking around, there's no action. I'm
When
not
I
hearing
saw the
anything
river
at all.
below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even
Don't
want
want to
to
break
look
the
at the
tension,
water.
but yeah, you got to keep a narration going. Okay.
Yeah, think of it as good practice.
Yes, you're quite right. And it's nice when friendly e-celebs come in and crash my stream accidentally as well. Yes. Scrump, give me your viewers. I need more subs than 20. I will never make money off YouTube with 20 subscribers.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Stalked by Stucky. Ooh, lithium batteries. right next to a river. In damp they hadn't thought that through. Don't know how long lithium batteries would last like that. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, that's what you get. Ex-maniacs. Caution, proceed at own risk. Going back will result in your death. Ooh.
Taken. They're taken.
Taken or filled with darkness. Lithium batteries. There's the nope. Okay. We have lithium batteries in a dark, misty, damp environment. Still not sure that idea.
About 30 seconds ago, you picked up some lithium batteries from a chest.
Yep.
Did you notice any odd sound effects when you were near there?
A little. There was some breathing and shit.
Alright. I won't go into anything. I'm just glad that you noticed.
That's why I went back in there for the second time round. I was like, I'd got a hunch, but nothing yet. Okay, the yellow arrows are pointing in the other direction, but I'm going to ignore them for the moment. Head towards the marker because
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Seriously, he can't climb that. Like any fucking idiot can climb that. That's Crikey.
I love how you're getting upset that you can't bench press once.
Oh yeah, we're having a bit of shotgun action. Bit of manuscript. Have a quick read. Weak attacked by birds.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Which is what we went through at the beginning.
Hey, Trig.
Yeah?
Suggestion, let's stop when you get to the gas station.
Good idea. I'm actually, yeah, to be honest, I'm actually getting quite tired. I've been getting a lot of sleep last night, and yeah, cool.
Right.
Sounds like a good stopping point. I could do with getting a decent night's sleep. Bugger all. Ooh, hello, coffee over there. Gimme coffee, gimme coffee, gimme coffee. Back up there and get back on there. Yeah, hands were giving me all manner of grief last night again. I was up at 5:30. It's just starting to kick in and go and get tired, so cool.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. You listeners know I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me could just roam wild. But here I am, and who would keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Toby's a good dog, likes people. Why do I get the feeling Toby's going to be a Rottweiler that eats things, like humans?
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident.
Better.
The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Why do I get the feeling this guy's kind of a spirit writer who's asleep, typing away and writing the story as he dreams, his nightmare?
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Best. Belly burster? That's the dog. It's second best. The famous dog is...
Bitches. Megan is OP as shit against these pussies. Look, very little ammunition. Which is good. OP weapons shouldn't have lots of ammunition.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Well, it's to nuke the shit out of everyone around me. Awesome.
Tax salad, no. A man like me needs a house. That's for the day.
Behind you. Better than that.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many-world interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. My machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at a moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
That's why you don't play
Poor
with
Dr.
guns.
Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Nice. Cute little story.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
What do we have here? I'm just not going to stand underneath that. Can you help it?
Is not as simple and such as you might think. It can be dangerous and requires patience.
Really? Another one?
No. Even with the
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reached the lights of the gas station alive.
Okay, it's an exciting little incident. So far, not proven particularly difficult, but this is a very fun game. Nice, it's dark, it's tense, it's got all.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Does Alice even exist?
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Okay, we have hit the gas station, we've reached the checkpoint. I am going to call it at this point. So just quit the menu. No save. That is a good game.